Kia ora koutou katoa, ka mihi nui kia koutou. Greetings to you lay ministers. You may wonder that I'm not there today. My apologies for not being able to be with you. I'd really like to be there, but instead I'm at Archbishop Philip's installation. I was actually going to ask Archbishop Philip if he could postpone his installation, so instead that I could be with you, because I kind of thought that was actually probably a very significant event being with you instead, but I didn't really have the courage to ask Archbishop Philip to postpone. I just want to first of all just say, thank you so much for all you do for the diocese. I recognise that you are the backbone of the diocese. The only reason why the diocese exists and can continue in mission in all the communities we're part of is because you're part of it. It's because you're making it work, and in some senses you are the engine room who is providing the work that actually means the diocese can go forward in mission. The second thing I just want to say is that as we reshape lay ministry into the future, our desire to reshape it is about our desire to make sure that we support you in your ministry the best we possibly can. We recognise that as you are equipped and as you train and as you are supported, then the kingdom of God grows in our neighbourhoods. And so we need to make sure we're supporting you as much as we can. And as I've been discussing this and talking about it with Rosie going forward, we realised that actually in some ways the diocesan system had become cumbersome and a bit bureaucratic and a bit heavy, and actually in many ways it was cutting against your significant ministries. So we're desiring as we go forward to simplify the lay ministry situation so that we can better equip you to serve in the different aspects that you're doing. So we've realised that historically we've had a lot of diocesan licences, and a lot of diocesan licences where in reality is we probably don't need them. So what we're trying to do is simplify the system so many of you who are licensed at the moment instead will only need to be licensed to your parish, and so your vestry will have to authorise your licence as opposed to the diocese, and that way it gives you more freedom, takes away a whole sort of bureaucracy there, so it just means that you and your parish can get on and do the work that God has called you to do without having to worry about a diocese licence, instead just worrying about a vestry licence. But for some of you who are involved in certain sort of ministry, regular preaching or regular pastoral care and leadership, for those of you, we still recognise that for you we need to have in place a diocesan licence. And so we are renaming your roles as accredited parish chaplains. And accredited parish chaplains, key thing is that we will also want to support you and ask that you continue to upskill, and one of the things we're encouraging you to do is make sure that you have an equivalent qualification to a Diploma in Anglican Studies. So the diocese is undertaking in Wellington at the moment a Diploma of Anglican Studies, which will be ongoing over the next few years, and so we're asking any accredited parish chaplains to get involved with the Diploma of Anglican Studies, so we have the best educated lay people who are in leadership in our diocese as possible. We realise that with changes there's always teething problems, and as we try to simplify the system and to support you in your ministry more, that there will be teething problems, and we just ask for grace that you will just be gracious on me, gracious on the diocese. Just to let you know, the new ministry educator, so the person who will be the new Tony Gerritsen, they're coming into the role with a particular focus to support lay ministry. So the ministry educator is being sought for somebody who has a particular focus for lay ministry. So that's the priority we're putting on this new position, is that lay ministry has to be the focus, because again we realise that you are the key players in our diocese in relation to ministry. So again, I just want to apologise for not being able to be with you. I really would like to be with you. Instead I am having to undertake a 4.5-hour car journey to Taranaki and a 4.5-hour car journey back home again. But I would love to be with you, and just want to thank you once more for your significant ministry. I want to again just say please grace on us all as we just seek to simplify this existing system and get it down to a manageable system which is life-giving for everybody. And just want to say again, just on behalf of the diocese, how much we really appreciate you. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa.